Let's talk about this man, Dream the Primordial. This guy gives off Final Fantasy VII weapon vibes, gives off Destiny 2 raid boss mechanics. This thing is ridiculous. So, as stated in the title, can't figure out how in the world to beat this guy. Not legit, at least. Because of the way I had my settings originally when running this mod, he came out to level 600 billion health. No big deal. Getting his health down and getting through the different mechanics involved in this boss fight, they're not really too difficult. It doesn't become difficult until you get him down to like 15% health. That's when everything changes. He's gonna clone whatever dinos you have on the field, and he's going to periodically summon in waves of corrupted dinos as well. Pretty much once you get him down to 60% health, he does this big boy attack. So he's got his fist cocked back and ready to just destroy everything. Not a big deal. I already know about this mechanic, at least kind of at first. As you can see, I'm waiting for him to get done, and I rush in too much. Dead. Completely dead. Yeah. So you have to wait till he finishes the whole animation, and if you run out too far, then it ends up causing him to just glitch out and not do the big attack sometimes, but not all the time. So it's kind of sketchy. But once you get past the big attack, the problem is when he gets to, I don't know what this is, like 15% health or something, he gets low on health and just goes into straight god mode. Now all of a sudden you can't really damage him, and this is where I had the biggest difficulty with him. Level didn't matter. Once he was down to 15%, Dream like truly became immortal. Now this is pretty much what Ark is all about. Rinse and repeat. You die a lot in this mod, a lot. Not the mod, but the game in general, you just die a lot. So I get that, but the problem is I've never felt so defeated in all my Ark playthroughs. Dream is just a totally different beast. So I went on the Discord trying to find some tips on how to beat him, and crickets. So I went ahead and lowered the difficulty. This one was level 150. Like, yeah, I beat him, but I had God mode turned on. So I thought, use the god against the god. You got the godly armored tiger from Nemesis. I'm basically in the sandbox or whatever in order to combine both mods. Yes, he clones the damn tiger too. Surprise of my life. So my main goal was to figure out how the tiger would fare against Dream. Not well. I don't know why he decided to just randomly spawn the gorilla in, considering I didn't have a gorilla in the sandbox, but whatever. Gorilla's here. Much like I did with the tiger, I decided I don't want to fight him, so I just delete the tiger in order to get back to the testing. And once the tiger was deleted, immediately noticed Dream is not even taking damage from this thing. So, had to give up on that, go back to the drawing board. Spawned in a bunch of Beasts of the Darkness. They're all in basically God mode because I was curious if they could melt Dream. So I waited for him to do his big attack. We charged in, and no, not even with a small army of these things. I think it's like 6 or 7 in this video. You still can't melt Dream. If it looks like his health is going down fast, that's because the video is sped up. Yeah. Like I said, getting him past the first phase, easy. He does a big attack, you go in, you attack some more, easy. I mean, even if you do it legit, you can definitely solo him down to the 15% by yourself. It's once he gets to that 15% that it becomes a problem. And I'm pretty sure this was intended for like small tribes to take on this boss, along with a lot of other bosses in Ark Descended. So it makes sense. This guy is difficult, and I wouldn't recommend taking him on by yourself. I pretty much decided to go through with this video just because, well, you know how it is today. Everybody just acts like, oh, you can't beat this boss. Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm literally cheating and still struggling against this boss. So, decided to put this video out there to just kind of show people. Stuff happens. It's okay if you can't solo this boss. Like I said, I compared him to like the Destiny raid bosses and the weapons out of Final Fantasy VII. He's difficult. He's extremely difficult. It's just, he's like an Unreal ramped up to the maximum, and yeah, I had to cheat to beat this boss. So don't feel bad if you can't beat him. I wish I could have a more solid guide on how to beat this thing legitimate, but I couldn't figure it out. And it's all about perspective too, to be honest. Like, Dream is extremely powerful, and the Beast of Darkness is also extremely powerful. Beast of Darkness is what they recommend on the guide in order to beat Dream the Primordial, so that's what I used. And I got curious and wanted to see where Beast of Darkness stood against Nemesis. I actually tested him against a bunch of different other bosses, but it all pretty much went the same way. Like, yeah, he disrespects the bosses from other mods. Like, it's not even close. He did the same thing to various other mod bosses with no problem whatsoever. Just total tank, which goes to show how strong Dream the Primordial really is. So if you can't beat him by yourself, that's okay. That thing is super, super difficult to beat. Yeah, I have way too much footage on me fighting this thing over and over, and I couldn't beat him legit, and I decided to put this video out there for anybody else who can't beat him legit, solo or with a small tribe. Trust me, I understand. Dream the Primordial is difficult, to say the least. So yeah, don't feel bad if you can't beat him. I mean, there's normal mod bosses that are difficult, and then there's Dream the Primordial that apparently is an actual god of Ark. So hope you found this video enjoyable. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful, but just, it is what it is. The guy's like, he's a beast. You need a small tribe in order to defeat him. Best of luck out there to anybody tackling this boss, and thank you for watching the video, and until next time, I will see you guys later.